The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
Yeah, our new jingle sounding good here on the world famous Butch and Bob Show. Butch Hubbard here with you, minus the Bob. Bob, of course, is in Atlanta, embedded in all the Super Bowl activities up there. More likely, he's probably back in bed now, but he's up there. And we've enjoyed his reports this week live from Atlanta. And it's the world famous Butch and Bob Show. And you can also view the world famous Butch and Bob Show on our website at bigdogcountry.com, bigdogcountry.com. Go to the B&B icon there, click on it, go to live show, and you will see us live right now in living color. And also the world famous Butch and Bob Show is podcast. So today's show will be put on our podcast about midday today. And you just go to bigdogcountry.com, click on B&B show, go to archive shows, and find the show that you would like to listen to and watch. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, 45 degrees here in southeast Georgia. Mostly cloudy today. We do have some drizzle here, there, and yonder throughout the day. High today is going to be 61 degrees. The Autumn Harbor level is at 11.4 feet and rising. Now time for the world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply on Northeast Broad Street, by the Women's Health Center in downtown Jesup on Chariot Broad, and also brought to you by the Wolf Animal Hospital on West Cherry Street and Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. And in the studio with us this morning, we got some ladies here representing Fairhaven. We've got Jan Hediger. Did I say it right?
You did.
Hediger. I got it right?
You got it.
Hallelujah. Jan Hediger, and of course we all know Sharon Corson. Very easy to say. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning.
All right, we got y'all in here this morning. Y'all requested time to be here on the Butch and Bob Show. Talk about Fairhaven. So Jan, let's get started here. What's going on at Fairhaven here in Jesup?
Well, we had planned for our Starry Nights to be in this next month, well, this month actually, February, but due to the government shutdown, we've decided to postpone our event until October. October being the domestic violence month. The government shutdown has, I don't think people realize that it has a lot of,
ripple effects.
Ripples. It does. And all but two employees at the shelter are federally funded, so no one's getting paid. They haven't gotten any funds since November, so we just feel that in order to keep the shelter up and running and to keep things moving, that we just need to postpone.
Yeah, well, the feds have told the employees the check's in the mail, so now they've reopened, but there's always that chance in 3 weeks from now that it might be closed back up again, so it's good to put it a time period, hopefully, where things are going smoothly next October.
Yeah, we didn't feel like with the uncertainty of the government right now that it was smart to go ahead with the
Well, there's always uncertainty with the government, but more right now.
This is true. But like she said, it does affect everybody. I was supposed to be in Miami at the National Hurricane Center this week, and our class got canceled last Thursday. So
they say that 75% of the federal government continues to operate during a shutdown, and 25% shuts down. How do they decide which 75% stays open and which 25% closes up? I don't know. But it's a shame, you were Sharon Corson here. Of course, she's with the EMA here in Wayne County, and you had gone down there and learned about the upcoming hurricane season. Is that their thoughts and feelings and all that kind of stuff?
The class is about teaching us on some of the equipment that they use and kind of give us a better idea of how to read what we're looking at when we are
all right.
trying
Did you have
to predict.
Your plans to go to South Beach and all that?
I don't know. I think there's one night they took us on a little excursion.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They.
In Miami.
Well, the group. There's a group from several.
Okay.
There's 4 people chosen from several states to go to this.
Okay, but you weren't able to go, so have they rescheduled yet?
They have not. They said we're not rescheduling at this time.
Yeah,
so I'm
well,
hoping that at this time means that it will get rescheduled.
Well, you have to. You got to go down there and learn about the new equipment and that kind of stuff.
I was really excited.
But hopefully it'll be rescheduled sometime in March spectrum or something like that.
True.
But we're here to talk about Fairhaven this morning. And Jan, what's going on with Fairhaven? You're not going to have your Starry Nights. That's going to be delayed until October, your big fundraiser. So what are we going to talk about this morning?
Well, what we are going to do is May 2nd, we're going to have a ladies' night out at the market. And this will be an event for the ladies of the community to get together, to come out to the market, starting at 6 and shop. Well, and shop, eat, drink, have a good time. Just get together. It's a social thing, as well as a fundraiser for Fairhaven. We'll be putting out flyers, and I know we'll be back to talk about it again, but that's May 2nd.
Okay, May 2nd, Ladies' Night Out at Fairhaven.
Yes,
Okay.
ladies at the market.
At the market.
At the market, Fairhaven Market.
At the Fairhaven Market.
Right, and the
Okay.
staff there, they're already getting, things put aside that target our lady audience, so...
We decided this was an event that we don't have to invest money
Because you
into
already got
this.
stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
there.
And
It's
we'll
just a
have
matter
more
of-
stuff by then, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So it's a matter of just pulling aside premium things to have
Okay.
for this event.
Yeah.
But it was probably the only way we could do any kind of fundraiser right now because, when
Yep.
you're trying to pay the staff to keep it open,
Right.
it's kind of hard to put money into an event.
10-4.
Right, and when you have no money coming in, everything's frozen. And so they're now at the shelter, they're dipping into their emergency supplies. They have, they're spending as little money as possible because the first thing that's going to happen is they're going to have to let go of staff, and they don't want to do that
You mean at the market?
at Fairhaven Shelter.
At the shelter?
Yeah, markets where you buy things.
Right, but you're talking about the
shelters.
shelter.
Right,
The
and
shelter
it's
itself.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
the shelter itself where the ladies go, well, sometimes with kids, to
Men
get out of
too.
and men too, to get out of abusive situations.
Right,
Okay.
right. So now, it's becoming a dire situation where they're going into their emergency supplies. And so,
And when you say emergency supplies, what do you mean?
well, they get donations all the time, and then they take funds from grants, and they buy things that they know they're going
So
to
what are
need.
some of the things they need right now at
I got a
Fairhaven?
list right here.
You
We got a list.
She's got a
We
list.
got
I
a
always
list.
have a list.
Sharon's got the list on her smartphone here, and she's trying to get the font big enough so she can read it.
Okay,
She's
well,
spreading it out, spreading it out. There you go.
made it.
Now it's big enough.
Yeah, I see. I printed it out.
Okay, so some of the things that they have, people donate paper towels, toilet paper, canned goods, freezer items, things like that. And that's what they have. They have a storage room that they stock up supplies for that stuff. So that's what they're getting into right now.
And
So
it's
you need, once again, you read from your list what, see if it's the same thing, what the Fairhaven market needs right now that they're giving out of because they don't have the funds because of the federal
Right.
shutdown, all right?
Right. It's, it's rapidly being depleted, but they need things like food, toiletry items, like toothpaste.
Toothpaste, toothbrushes, things of that
Right.
sort.
So,
Trash bags.
yeah, they say they go through an extraordinary amount of trash bags. It's crazy. And that's a really big expense for them. And it would be things, just regular things that you use. Now, they are spending money on perishable items like milk and orange juice and eggs and things like that. But other than that, they're spending money at all.
All right, so if someone listening out there says, "Yeah, I would drop off some canned goods or some paper towels or perhaps maybe some trash bags and toothpaste and toothbrush and stuff like that," where would they do that? If they wanted to say, "All right, I want to help today," or "I want to help tomorrow, Monday," or whatever,
They can take it to the Fairhaven Market.
take it to the Fairhaven Market here in Jesup on Broad Street, right at the end of Magnolia Street.
Right, right.
Okay.
And if they would like to donate
So
money.
drop it off, folks.
Yeah.
Go get those items and drop it off at Fairhaven. All right?
If they would like to, and sometimes people don't have, just don't really know what to do. But money is always a good thing.
Yeah, you can always give the greenbacks, and they can go out there and buy those items themselves. If you don't have time to do it,
Exactly.
give them some money, and they'll go out and buy those trash bags and paper towels and toothbrushes and trash bags and toiletry items and things of the sort that they need there at Fairhaven that they're giving out of, and they don't have the funds to be able to go buy.
We have a phone number and a P.O. box if you want that for.
Okay, and the phone number that
So if
folks
there's
can call?
questions, you can call 588-9999.
999, and that's the Fairhaven Market? Or
It's a Fairhaven.
That's
Just
Fairhaven.
Fairhaven.
Just Fairhaven. 588-9999.
And then if you wanted to mail a check, it is Fairhaven, P.O. Box 1153, Jesup, Georgia 31598.
Okay, 1153 P.O. Box. Okay.
Right, and like we said, it's going to get dire. They just desperately need anything because we don't want to let go of staff, and that's the next thing that's going to happen.
And you got to
Right.
have the staff there to help take care of the ladies and the kids and
Right.
some men, but
Right.
mainly ladies and kids.
Right. Go ahead.
I know that recently there have been groups that have helped, different people that are affected that they are obviously not getting paid by the federal government, but I don't think the general public really realizes how many people this touches because, anybody that's federally funded is going to get, it's going to be affected in some way.
Right.
So,
And those people right now are working, many of them, except for two, the staff is working without getting paid. They're getting a little bit, but we don't know what's going to happen in 2 weeks.
Right.
So,
We have no idea.
right. And, it's their dedication and love of the shelter and the market,
So once again, the number that you can call if you wanted to find out how to give to Fairhaven and all, if you have any questions about it, 588-9999. Or if you just want to mail a check to them so they can buy these items for the ladies and kids at the Fairhaven shelter, you can call or you can mail your check to P.O. Box 1153, P.O. Box 1153, Fairhaven, P.O. Box 1153, Jesup, Georgia 31598. Or you can just drop it off at the Fairhaven Market on Broad Street, right at the end of Magnolia Street here in Jesup.
And just tell them at the market that this is for the shelter.
This is for the shelter.
And also keep in mind that we got Ladies' Night Out at the market on May 2nd, starting at 6. And ladies, save your money so you can come shop at the market. We're going to have some really great things.
We'd already planned in advance, May 2nd. We still got a few more months before then.
We
All
do.
February, all March, all April.
Yes, but look, tomorrow's Groundhog's Day.
That's right.
Look how fast
We expect
it
y'all back here
came.
tomorrow morning at the same time.
Let's see. Do we have a pig?
I will not be here, I promise.
Yeah, well, we don't have a groundhog, but we got some armadillos out there. Tearing up the yard, some moles.
A
maybe
possum.
some one of them.
Maybe a possum.
Some possums around here out in the woods. Yeah, we don't have the groundhog, but we got some other rodents out there.
Okay, we got a varmint.
So what's your prediction?
Prediction for what?
Spring or
Punxsutawney
more-
Phil, isn't it?
Yeah, you're gonna-
Let
are we
me
gonna
find
have-
out then. Hold on, I'll tell you what it is. Let's see here. My tomorrow, an early spring because it's supposed to be cloudy tomorrow.
Okay.
That's true. That would be nice. That would be nice.
I'm ready. I'm a
You
summer
ready?
girl. I love summer.
You do?
Well, we just have two temperatures, though,
Yeah,
really.
we got summer and a little bit of winter.
We got hot and cold. And then just really hot. So,
Yeah. But a lot going on at Fairhaven, folks, and when you get ready to get rid of some of the stuff that you've got in your house that's pretty decent stuff, it could be anything from furniture to clothes to household items to whatnots, as my grandma used to call them, anything of that sort, just take it down to the Fairhaven Market on Broad Street at the end of Magnolia, or just give them a call and they'll come pick it up.
they will pick it up.
Yes, sir. They'll come right to your
Absolutely.
house or wherever you live and come pick it up and put it on the shelves there and on the racks at Fairhaven Market and sell it, and the funds go to support the Fairhaven shelter.
Yes.
And remember, when you're looking for great deals, and I mean fantastic deals, go to Fairhaven and purchase items. You will be amazed at some of the stuff that people will drop off there. Some nice clothes sometimes with the ticket still on them.
Absolutely.
And some items that look like they've never been used, and just all kinds of stuff. I mean,
Well,
just amazing.
My mother bought an Electrolux vacuum cleaner, and I got a set of Royal Dalton china.
You did.
So there you go. There you go. So,
There
you
she
know,
is, hiding
one
out,
man's
looking for them
trash
great-
is another one's treasures.
That's right.
That's right.
And so it's fun. It's fun going down there. And the thing about it is the merchandise changes all the time.
It does.
You know, you can go in this
Daily.
month, and then the next month it could be something else.
And every day they have something different that they highlight and spotlight. Like, I think Wednesday is 25-cent days for, is it clothing? All clothing is 25 cents.
But
something
the
like
staff
that.
does a great job of. I mean, they keep things
Yeah.
filled up.
Yeah,
And I mean,
and
they're
every
getting
day is a
donations
special
every
day.
day. So
It
they're
is.
pulling things
It
out
is.
constantly.
So you can call down there and just go by. All right, what is today? Well, it's clothing day. It's all 25 cents each, and the next day it might be furniture day or
And I think
whatever.
Fridays are household goods.
Fridays
Household-
today
I think
is household
is.
goods.
I think it is.
Is on sale.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If just go down there and see.
Just go see.
just go
Just
see.
check it out. Going down to Fairhaven Market on Broad Street in downtown, right off of downtown Jesup there, right down from England's Collision Center, the end of Magnolia Street. Someone just texted in, the groundhog for Georgia is General Beauregard Lee in Atlanta. Did I get that right? Beauregard, yeah, in Lee, Atlanta. But that's in Atlanta. We're South Georgia here, so we're going to be seeing what the possums are going to be doing. And the armadillos and the moles. If they all pop out in the morning and see their shadow,
It'll be in
then
my
we'll know it's
yard.
going to be in early spring. Because they're doing it. The moles out there are doing a number on the yard here at the radio station. So I got to do about there. You walk across it, and your feet just sink down about 3 inches. You know.
Same thing in mine.
And armadillos are they're a whole other ball game out there. Those are elusive suckers. I mean, they know how to get away from you. They know how to burrow down, and there's something else.
Oh, and the possums.
Oh, the possums. Yeah. Aren't they just cute?
No. no. They are not cute.
Sirree. Well, you don't have
Cute to each other. That's
you don't
it.
have Granny Clampett's possum stew recipe.
No, but I have one that my dogs love to chase, especially at the end of the evening. You know that I have to go out there and shake the shovel at. So.
Oh boy! But we're going to be looking at the possums and the moles and armadillos here in South Georgia. If they see their shadow tomorrow, then we know that we'll have early spring. If they want to look at that rodent up there in Atlanta, they can.
We have our own rodents.
That's we have our own rodents down here. Okay.
Well, thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank
One of the
you.
movies I love is Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. Absolutely love that movie. I mean, it's just it's a classic. You know,
It
some
is.
movies you just got to have in your collection, and that's one of them.
Well, and it's become a part of our vernacular. You say, "Oh, I'm having a Groundhog Day."
Yeah,
you know,
you're having a Groundhog
Same
Day.
thing's happening over and over.
Yeah.
So.
So you got the event going on May 2nd.
May
at Fairhaven.
2nd, yes, and we'll be
Um,
getting out some information
Okay.
on that. And don't forget, in October, we will have our Starry Nights. And but first, you know, we just do the ladies' night out at the market. And anybody who would like to help, we desperately need.
It
It's getting desperate. It is. It is.
Jonathan, can you put me back on the page to play commercials? I don't know. Is that it? Okay, there we are. All right. And so, and if a person wants to, do you take volunteers at Fairhaven? Do you have volunteers or just staff?
Well, not at the shelter, but you know, I would guess that they do have a staff, but if there is something, you know, that somebody in particular has a skill that they would like to share, call.
Okay.
Call.
All right.
You know, you just never know.
You just never know.
You never know.
Okay.
They're having it's such a needed place, and it's such a good place for women to feel like they have a safe haven to go to. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
it's just,
Fairhaven shelter here in Jesup. That's been open for a while, hasn't it?
It has, and I think people
Wow.
don't realize that they also serve men. You know,
Yeah.
don't often think of men being victims of domestic abuse, but they are. And let's see, every minute, 24 people throughout the United States are experiencing some kind of domestic abuse.
Every 24 minutes?
Every minute, 24 people.
Every minute, 24 people are
Yeah.
experiencing some sort of domestic abuse here in the United States.
And Georgia rates eighth.
Eighth. Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's scary. It's scary. So this is, you know, it's a much needed resource. We're lucky to have it, you know.
and we serve 3 counties.
3 counties.
So,
really
Okay.
anybody, you know, that you call, and if they'll help you. They'll help
And
you.
when a lady comes in, or a man, but you know, most time we think of ladies when we think of Fairhaven Shelter. When they come in, some of them are on their own. Some of them may have a kid or two, whatever. What is there? Is there a certain length of time they stay there, or is it what they're comfortable with, or what you feel that they need? How does that work?
I think that varies.
I think
Does
it
it vary?
varies on the situation, on the need.
Uh-huh.
You know,
But most people come with nothing. I mean,
Nothing.
they come in with what they're wearing.
No,
and,
they just
you
flew
know,
out
so,
the door and
Right. So
Right.
Fairhaven has to kind of set them up with, everything. So that's why one of the things we asked for was toiletries. I mean, think about it.
Right.
They don't even come in with a toothbrush. They need everything. So,
And so if a person needs the services of Fairhaven, they still call the same number, 588-9999.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I know that sometimes people don't come because they don't want to leave their pets, and that has changed. They do have resources to take care of people's animals. I know that people are reluctant to come because they're worried, that they don't want anybody to know. It is completely all confidential.
Okay.
They don't. And it is. When these people come in, they come with nothing. So I mean, things like pajamas and,
shoes,
socks,
all
clothes.
kinds of things.
Just about anything you can
Really
think
any
of.
basic necessity.
All the basic necessities. Plus, they're taking these ladies and these gentlemen and the children, and they're helping them to set up for a new life. So
That's
right.
where the Fairhaven Market came in. I mean, I remember helping Fairhaven years ago. That's how I first got connected. I had, things left over that I didn't get rid of, and I called
Right.
and said, hey, what can I do? And I was able to take them to a family and set, just everything I had, I gave them because she had nothing. So, it kind of got me in touch with what Fairhaven was really all about. So they take them from one place and set them up. But now the market, they even have things to draw from to help these people get set up in a home. So
And they do. They'll put them later on. The goal is to get these people back on their feet and make them self-sufficient. Teach them a skill if they don't have one, so that they can support themselves and, have a productive life.
And y'all got a board of directors that oversees and everything, and it's just a well-run, I guess, charity type of operation that y'all help these folks out that are
Right.
victims of domestic abuse and try to get them back on track.
And a lot of it, like we're talking about, is federally funded, and they get grants, but there has been no money since November.
Okay.
So everything's frozen. So that's, part of our plea.
So, folks, let's help Fairhaven out. Take items of, any type of items you can think of. Toilet paper, paper towels, toothbrush, toothpaste, trash bags, any personal type of care items, clothes, anything that, you think of that you use on a daily basis. These folks in Fairhaven Shelter need on a daily basis, and take them down to the Fairhaven Market on Broad Street, the Fairhaven Market on Broad Street at the end of Magnolia in Jesup. Or you can just mail a check in at P.O. Box 1153 Fairhaven, P.O. Box 1153 Jesup, Georgia, 31598. Or you can just drop off a check or cash down there at the market there on Broad Street if you don't want to take the time to go out and buy stuff.
That's
And if you
it.
got stuff in your house you just want to take down there, take it on down there also. But remember, Fairhaven Market is a great place to go get items that you can think of, from clothes to decorative items to furniture, at tremendous discount prices. And you'll be amazed at some of the top quality stuff you'll find there that people just say, hey, you make money off of it, I don't need it anymore.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, anything else, ladies?
No, I think that's about it.
that's
You
it.
know, other than the ladies' night out, just keep that in mind, May 2nd.
Okay, I'm sure we'll have y'all on before then to talk about that.
We'll be back.
All right, y'all have a just most wonderful Groundhog Day tomorrow, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
watch the moles.
Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. Will continue on with the world famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
The world famous Butch and Bob Show.